Good evening, yogis. My name is Daniel. This is Daniel Lee Yoga. Thank you for joining me for class today. This week we've been working on movement and breath work, trying to combine the two and just playing around a little bit, seeing if we can lead more with our breath rather than having us start with our movement. So for today we have a level 1 focus Vinyasa class, 60 minutes as usual. And if you're familiar with the fundamentals on Monday, we'll be building off of that a little bit. We have a lot of movement today for class. I've got 4 or 5 different sequences that we're going to run through. It's going to be a little more repetitive as we go through, but in a good way. Typically, we'll start with breaking down a sequence, going through it a little bit slower, and then we'll ramp up with the goal being one breath, one movement. So it's a level 1 class. I'll still provide plenty of modifications along the way. If you're a beginner or you're more advanced, you'll be right at home. You'll find something that suits you. As far as props, I have some blocks here, but you really don't need much. I don't have anything really planned, and we're going to be doing a lot more movement focused today. But if you do like to have blocks, just keep them nearby. They might help you for a pose or two. We're back on the beach. I hope the sights and the sounds are good for all of you. I don't think I have anything else to announce, but we've got a lot to get through today, so I hope you're ready to move. I know I am. And we'll get started in a cross-legged seat. So meet me on the ground in your cross-legged seat. Bring your ankles underneath your knees, rooting down through your sit bones, rising up through the crown of your head. If you ever have trouble sitting up in your seat, you can always sit up on something, either a block, a blanket, a towel. You can roll up your mat. Do whatever you need to do to help you kind of sit up straight without having to struggle while you're here. Now let's all place our palms on top of our knees, soften our shoulders away from the ears. We'll just begin class with some gentle breathing techniques here. Nothing too fancy, but it allows us to transition from whatever we were doing before into our class today. So if you'd like, your eyes can start to slowly soften, or your gaze can close completely. Let's inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. In through the nose, exhale through the mouth. 3 more like that. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. 1 more time, in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Just return to normal breathing for a moment. Now we'll switch to all nostril breathing. So that's in through the nose and out through the nose. So go ahead and exhale out all the breath from your body. And now inhale through the nose, exhale. In through the nose, exhale through the nose. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Got about 10 more of these. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 3 more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 1 more. Inhale, and exhale. Okay, return to normal breathing. You can gently blink your eyes open. You may have noticed that I picked up the pace a little bit in our breath there. By picking up the pace, it starts to build a little bit more heat. when you start to control your breath and increase the rate that you're inhaling and exhaling a little bit. So your body may already start to be getting a little bit warm. If so, that's great. Now, if you have your legs crossed, go ahead and switch the crossing of your legs. Bring the opposite leg in front. Have both heels rest underneath the knees. We'll be spending a lot of time on our wrists through a transition, so let's go ahead and start to warm them up. Let's bring both fingers clasped together. Bring the palms together. I should say a loose clasp here. Bring your elbows together, and then just start to make gentle circles, kind of like a figure 8 with your wrists. Just start in one direction. Try to keep your wrists together as you're rotating here. It's beginning to warm things up. Begin to slow. Let's go in the opposite direction. You feel some cracks and some pops. I know I always do. Keep it rotating in your figure 8. Just a couple more here. And gently release. So arms down to the sides. Let's inhale, raise the arms up overhead. Now clasp the fingers overhead and then send your palms up to the sky. So now your knuckles are down, your palms are up. We'll add a side lean. So root down through your sit bones. Inhale as you raise the arms up, soften the shoulders down. And exhale, lean to your right. So try to keep your shoulders squared forward. And keep your ears equally in between both biceps, so your head moves with your arms. Stay for 2 more breaths. Just 1 more breath here. And inhale back to center. Great length here as you inhale. Exhale, lean to the left this time. Keep softening the shoulders away from the ears. Again, keeping those ears in between both biceps equally. Rooting down through the sit bones. 1 more breath here. And let's inhale back up to center. And exhale, gently release the arms down. You can shake them out a little bit. We'll come right into tabletop. So you can send your hands forward, come over your knees, or just let your legs fall out to the side. And meet me in tabletop here. So in your tabletop, wrists underneath your shoulders, knees and tops of the feet are hips width distance, with the knees directly underneath the hips. Starting with our traditional cat cows, beginning with cow, as we inhale, we'll drop our navel, tailbone lifts, heart forward, look up. Exhale, round the back, shoulders separate, head hangs heavy, cat pose. Reversing that, inhale, tailbone lifts, heart forward, look up, cow. Exhale, rounding the back, shoulders separate, head hangs heavy, cat pose. Keep going 2 more times on your breath here. Try and start the movement at your low back, moving through the middle, neck, and then the head is the last thing to move. 1 more here each way. Then meet me back in a neutral spine. We'll repeat that, but we'll switch our inhales and our exhales. So begin by inhaling as you tuck the tailbone, shoulders separate, head hangs heavy, cat pose. Exhale as you drop the navel, send the heart forward, tailbone lifts, look up. So we inhale as we round the back, tailbone tucked, shoulders separate, head hangs heavy. Exhale, drop the navel, tailbone lifts, heart forward, look up. 2 more times on your breath. Exhaling through your cow. Inhaling through your cat. And exhaling through your cow. Let's come back to a nice neutral position. Meet me here. We'll do some arm and leg lifts. So beginning with extending the right leg back, curling the toes under, and then extend the left arm, opposite arm forward, palm faces in. We'll switch directly to that other side. So left arm down, right knee down. Curl the left toes under, extend that left leg back, right arm forward, right palm faces in. So keep switching. Release that right arm down, left knee down. Curl and straighten the right leg back, left arm forward, palm faces in. And switch it up. Left hand down, right knee down. Extend the left leg back, right arm forward, pinky down, thumb up. So keep going on your breath. We'll do 2 more each side. So left arm forward, right arm back. Then left leg back, right arm forward. One more each side. Pinky down, thumb up. And left leg back, right arm forward, right palm faces in. Coming back into your tabletop, try to hug your navel in and up, keeping a nice long spine. We'll repeat that, but now you have the option to hover the leg. So begin by extending the right leg back. Leg is either hovered with the thigh up to the hip, foot is flexed, or you can keep the toes on the mat. Extend that left arm forward. We're just staying here for a half breath. We'll release and come to the other side. So right knee down, left hand down. We'll switch, extend that left leg back, either hover or keep the toes on the mat, extending the right arm forward. And then exhale as you release. So inhale as you extend, right leg, left arm. Exhale, release. Inhale, extend right arm, left leg. Exhale, release. Let's do 2 more each side. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, release. Right arm, left leg. Gently release. 1 more time each side. Don't worry if you get confused. It's more about movement here. And just gently come back to your tabletop. Let's move into child's pose. Let's bring the big toes together, knees separate, send the hips back, and just release your forehead down to the mat. So hips back towards the heels, arms extended out. Release your forehead and your forearms down. You can also release your forehead to a block if you'd like. Again, just take note, we're definitely going to be moving in class here, so if you ever need to recap, regroup, child pose is always a good option for you to come back to. Let's take 1 more nice deep inhale and exhale. All right, now lift your hips up off your heels, come back into your tabletop. Make sure your wrists are back underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. Now begin by kickstanding that left leg out to the side, so the tops of the left toes are still on the ground. We'll extend that right leg back, keeping the toes on the mat. Then release the right heel down, coming into a modified side plank. Inhale as you raise that right arm up to the sky, open up those shoulders. Exhale, add a twist, so the right arm comes down, underneath, and through. Inhale, raise that right arm back up to the sky. Exhale, twist, right arm underneath. 2 more times. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, twist, send it underneath, palm up. 1 more time. Inhale, raise. And exhale, twist. You can release that right arm back down, or gently come back into your tabletop, and we'll switch to the other side. So now kickstand your right foot out to the side. Curl the left toes under, extend that left leg back. Release the left heel to the mat. Open up the shoulders. Inhale as you raise that left arm to the sky. Exhale, under. Inhale, raise the arm to the sky. Exhale, twist, left arm under and through. Inhale, raise. Exhale, twist and under. 1 more time. Inhale, raise. And exhale, twist and under. Gently release. Come back into your tabletop. Knees and tops of the feet, hips width distance. Arms or shoulder width distance. This time, curl your toes under. Let's lift the knees up. Begin to straighten the legs. Press your hips back towards your thighs. Sorry, press your chest back towards your thighs. Come into your downward facing dog. It's our first down dog. So let's pedal out. Let's move those legs. Take our dog for a walk here. You can lift one heel, lift the other. You can lift one leg up. You can lift the other. Just take a couple breaths here to loosen up a little bit in your down dog. Two more breaths here. Move as you need. You can always drop to your knees if down dog is too much for you. Either way, come back to stillness wherever you are. Inhale as you gaze forward. Bend the knees, exhale, walk or step to the top of the mat. From here, feet or hips width distance. We're coming right up to standing, but take your time. So let your head and your arms hang heavy. Press your feet into the mat. Inhale as you roll the thighs in and back. Start to roll up to standing, one vertebrae at a time. And meet me in a nice, tall Tadasana mountain pose. arms down to the sides, palms face forward. Have your feet up at the top of the mat, heels behind the center toes, arms down to the sides, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Reconnect with your breath here. Try and let your breath lead your movement rather than your movement leave your breath. So again, as we go through these sequences, we'll start by moving through a little bit slower, taking 2 breaths for each movement, and then we'll ramp it up 1 breath, 1 movement as you get more comfortable. So beginning with our sun salutations here, we'll go through different versions. First version is our C version. So again, palms down, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Let's inhale as we raise the arms up overhead, palms face each other. Soften the shoulders away from the ears, trying to wrap the pinky side edge towards each other. Exhale, hinge forward, knees can bend, forward fold. So releasing your arms and your head down, slight tuck of the chin, spinning the inner thighs in and back. Then we'll inhale as we lift halfway, place the hands to the shins, nice flat back, extending through all sides of the torso. Exhale, rebend back into your forward fold. Now plant both palms on the ground, keep your left leg forward, extend the right leg back, drop the right knee down, right arm comes underneath the right shoulder, and then inhale as you lift the left arm to the sky in a twist. Exhale, release that left arm down. Both arms shoulder width distance. Curl the right toes under, lift that right knee back up. Step the right foot forward. Let's inhale halfway. Again, nice long spine. Maybe straighten your legs slightly. And you'll exhale as you rebend into your forward fold. So place both palms back down on the mat. Keep your right foot forward. Extend your left leg back this time. Drop the left knee to the mat. Keep the toes curled under. Left wrist under left shoulder. Raise that right arm to the sky and inhale as you twist. Exhale, release that right arm down. Both arms shoulder width distance. Curl the left toes under. Step that left foot up to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to the shins. Nice long spine, staying for a half breath here. And exhale, forward fold. Knees can bend. Keep pressing down through the feet. We'll come back up to standing. So inhale, raise the arms out and up, overhead. Soften the shoulders down. And on your exhale, release the hands down through center, then down to the sides. That's one sequence. And now we'll bring it up to 1 breath, 1 movement. Here we go. Inhale, raise the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to the shins, nice long spine. Exhale, forward fold, step your right leg back, drop your right knee down, right arm down, lift the left arm up to the sky in your twist. And exhale, release that left arm back down. Step the right foot up, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold, step the left leg back, drop the right knee down. Left arm down, raise the right arm up to the sky in your twist. Exhale, release that right arm down. Step the left foot up, inhale halfway, nice long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Press your feet into the mat, inhale, arms out and up, overhead, palms face each other. Exhale, hands down through center, down to the sides. We'll repeat that with an option. Inhale, arms up, overhead. Exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale, forward fold, step your right foot back, keep your knee up or down, right arm down, left arm up to the sky in your twist. Exhale, gently release, step the right foot up to the top of the mat, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, step the left leg back, knee up or down, left arm down, right arm up to the sky in your twist. Exhale, release the right arm down, step the left leg up, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Press your feet into the mat. Inhale, arms out and up, overhead, palms touch, look up. Exhale, hands down through center and down to the sides. Got a couple moments to catch your breath here before we move on to that next sequence. That was our C series of our Surya Namaskar. We're going to move on to our A series now. So make sure you're still at the top of the mat, feet or hips width distance, heels behind the center toes. So again, for this first version, we'll go through a little bit slower. So let's inhale as we raise the arms up overhead. Soften those shoulders down, draw the tailbone towards the heels. And exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Knees can bend. Let your head and your arms hang heavy. Slight tuck of the chin. And then inhale as you place your hands to the shins, nice long spine, extending out through the crown of the head. Maybe you start to straighten your legs. And then exhale, rebend into your forward fold. From here, place both palms on the mat, shoulder width distance, bend the knees as much as you need to. Then you'll step both feet back. So step the right foot back, step the left foot back, drop your knees to the mat. We'll shift our torso forward, bend the elbows back, and lower the torso all the way to the mat in one move here. Uncurl the back toes, tops of the feet to the mat. Press the tops of the feet and the hips down, and on your inhale, lift up into your baby cobra. So head and heart lifts, keeping the bottom ribs on the ground, drawing the tailbone down towards the heels. We'll exhale as we release the forehead back down. Curl the toes under, press yourself up through your modified plank pose. With the toes still curled under, lift the hips up and back, come into your down dog. We have a couple breaths here that will stay in our down dog. You can move if you'd like, or you can keep it static. Just try to keep your feet hips width distance, heels behind those center toes. Wrapping the triceps in, trying to make those elbow creases face more forward than back. Pressing down to the base of each finger and each palm. One more breath here. Now inhale as you gaze forward. Bend the knees, exhale, walk or step to the top of the mat. Feet or hips width distance, and inhale as you lift up halfway. Hands to the shins, nice long spine extending out through the crown. Exhale, rebend the knees, forward fold, head and arms hang heavy. We'll press the feet into the mat, and on our inhale, lift the arms out and up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands down through center and down to the sides. All right, so we'll repeat that. We'll move up to one breath, one movement. Let's go. Inhale, arms up overhead, look up. Exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale, forward fold, plant your palms, step both feet back, drop the knees down, shift the torso forward, bend the elbows lower all the way down. Uncurl the back toes, inhale, lift up into your baby cobra. Exhale, release down, curling the toes under, press up through table, lifting the hips up and back into your down dog. Staying here for 3 breaths. Again, make it static or move in your down dog, whatever you think you need. You can always drop to your knees back into tabletop or in your child's pose. Just one more breath here in your down dog. Now let's inhale as we gaze forward. Bend the knees, exhale, walk or step to the top of the mat, feet hips width distance. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale, forward fold, press your feet into the mat. Inhale, arms out and up overhead, palms face each other. Exhale, hands down through center, down to the sides. We'll repeat that with another option. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale, forward fold, plant your palms, step both feet back, knees down or up, shift the torso forward, bend the elbows lower all the way to the mat. Uncurl the back toes, press your feet down, inhale into your baby cobra. Exhale, gently release, curling the toes under, pressing up through your modified plank, up and back into your down dog. Staying here for 3 more breaths again. Make sure you're pressing your heels back and down, sending your chest towards your thighs, lifting those hips up into the sky. One more breath here in your down dog. Inhale as you gaze forward. Bend the knees, exhale, walk or step to the top. Feet or hips width distance. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Press your feet down. Inhale, the arms out and up overhead, palms face each other. Exhale, hands down through center and down to the sides. All right, take a couple moments to catch your breath. How are you doing? Are you letting your breath lead you? Know that you may be moving a little bit faster or a little bit slower than me. That's perfectly fine. I'm just here to guide you. I just want you to move at your pace, whatever makes sense to you. So we'll move through another sun salutation based on that A series, but we'll switch it up a little bit. So similar to the last one, but we'll build off of it. So make sure you're still at the top of your mat, feet hips width distance, arms down to the sides. Here we go. Inhale as you raise the arms up overhead, look up. Exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Stay here for half breath, let your chin tuck. Let's inhale, halfway lift, hands to the shins, nice long spine. Remember to extend out through the crown of your head, maybe start to straighten those legs. Exhale, rebend into your forward fold, knees can bend. Now plant both palms on the mat. We'll step the right leg back, but then we'll drop the right heel down. We're coming into our warrior two pose here. So left toes forward, right toes are slightly forward, but the base of the right foot is pressing down. Left arm comes to the inside edge, right arm lifts to the sky, press down through your feet, and inhale as you raise up into your warrior two. Settle in for a moment in your warrior two. And now we'll inhale as we straighten that front leg, both arms up overhead. Exhale, rebend into your warrior two. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, warrior two. Two more times. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, warrior two. One more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, warrior two. We'll reverse. Right arm drops, left palm up to the ceiling. Inhale as you reverse over that right knee. Stay for half breath. And then exhale, spiral both arms down. Come into a low lunge at the top of your mat. We'll stay low here. Now from here, send your left foot back to meet your right foot. Knees down or up. Shift the torso forward. Bend the elbows, lower all the way to the mat. Uncurl the back toes. Inhale, lift up into your back bend. Stay for a half breath, drawing the shoulders down your back. Exhale, releasing down, curling the toes under, pressing up through your modified plank, lifting the hips up and back into your down dog. We're here just for a breath, so let's inhale as we gaze forward. Bend the knees, exhale, walker step to the top of the mat. Let's inhale, halfway lift, hands to the shins, nice long spine. And then exhale, we'll re-bend and fold, moving to the other side. So keeping the right foot forward, extend the left leg back. Drop the left heel down. Left toes are slightly forward. Make sure you have heel to arch alignment. Right arm comes inside edge. Lift the left arm up to the sky. Press down through your feet. And inhale, lift up into your warrior two. Settle in for a moment here. And then we'll inhale as we straighten the front leg. Both arms come up overhead. Exhale, rebend, warrior two. 3 more times. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, warrior two. Once more, inhale, straighten. Exhale, warrior two. Release that left arm down. Keep the front knee bent. Inhale as you raise the right arm to the sky. Side lean into your reverse warrior. Stay for a half breath. Exhale, spiral both arms down. Come up on that back heel in your low lunge. Step the right foot back, knees down or up as you shift forward. Bend the elbows, lower all the way to the mat. Uncurl the back toes. Inhale, lift up into your baby cobra. You can draw the tailbone down towards the heels. Draw in the collarbones. Exhale as you release your forehead down. Curl those toes under. Press up through tabletop plank pose, lifting back and up into your down dog. 3 breaths here. Use this as a time to check in. No shame in coming down into your child's pose if you just need a quick little breather here. Stay for 1 more breath wherever you are. Now in your down dog, let's inhale as we gaze forward. Bend the knees, exhale, walker step to the top of the mat. Let's inhale, halfway lift, hands to the shins, nice long back. Stay for a half breath. And then exhale, rebend, forward fold. Press your feet into the mat. Inhale, arms out and up overhead. Look up, soften the shoulders down. And exhale, hands down through center and down to the sides. So we'll repeat that with a little bit of option in between. Inhale, raise the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Step your right foot back. Release the right heel down. Come into your warrior two. Left arm to the inside edge. Right arm up to the sky. Press through your feet. Inhale, lift up. Let's inhale as we straighten. Arms overhead. Exhale, rebend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, rebend. Make sure that left knee isn't coming forward of that left ankle. Exhale, rebend. One more here. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, rebend. Reversing our warrior, drops right arm down, left palm up to the sky. And exhale, let's spiral both arms down and forward. Stay in your low lunge, stay low. We're going to transition, move to your right, and start to point both your toes to the long edge side of your mat, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. So we want feet nice and parallel, heels behind the center toes, staying low here. If your fingers don't quite reach the ground, you can use a block here underneath both hands. Keep your hands shoulder width distance. If your palms do come to the mat, you can start to walk your palms back toward your heels. Either way, let your head hang heavy. Start to slightly tuck your chin. Shift more of the weight into your toes, but keep the heels on the mat. Try to draw those kneecaps up toward your hips. Staying for 2 more breaths here. Enjoy the non-movement here. This time we're focused on inhaling as we lengthen. Exhale as we fold. Let's stay for 1 more breath. Now walk your hands back out. Lift up halfway. And then walk your hands over to the right. We now have our right leg forward here. Now we'll move right into our warrior two. So we'll drop our left heel down. Make sure you have heel to arch alignment. Right arm to the inside edge. Press down through your feet. Left arm to the sky. Inhale, raise up into your warrior two. Let's inhale as we straighten. Arms overhead. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, warrior two. 2 more times. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, warrior two. 1 more inhale, straighten. Exhale, warrior two. Reversing the warrior, drop the left arm down. Right palm, right arm raises as you side lean over that left. And exhale, spiral both arms forward and down. Place both palms down and come up on that back heel. Send that right foot to meet the back foot. Knees down or up, shifting forward, bending the elbows lower all the way to the mat. Uncurl the back toes. Inhale, lift up into your back bend. Maybe start to straighten the arms into half or full cobra. Exhale, release. Curling the toes under, pressing yourself up through down dog. Maybe you come through tabletop first. Inner down dog. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. Keep pressing the heels back down towards the mat. Firming those triceps in. Pressing down to the base of each finger and each palm. 1 more breath here in your down dog. Now inhale as you gaze forward. Bend the knees. Exhale, walk or step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Press your feet into the mat. Inhale, arms down and up overhead. Palms face each other. Exhale, hands down through center and down to the sides. Take another moment or 2 here. You might be at the back of the mat. Go ahead and come back to the front of the mat. But this time bring your big toes to touch and your heels slightly separated. So you're back at the front, big toes touch, heels slightly separated. Still in our Tadasana pose, so release your arms down to the sides, palms face forward, soften the shoulders away from the ears. So again, we'll go through this new sequence once, a little bit slower, and then we'll ramp it up after that. Keep softening the shoulders down. Here we go. On our inhale, let's raise the arms up overhead, palms face each other. Exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Now inhale, lift up into your chair pose. From your chair pose, staying for a half breath. And exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Hi, Oliver. Staying in your forward fold just for a moment here. Now plant both palms down. And we'll step the right foot back, step the left foot back. I got a cat right here. So knees down or up, shift your torso forward, bend the elbows lower all the way to the mat. Uncurl the back toes, inhale, lift up into your back bend. Maybe have full cobra with your arms fully straightened or half with your elbows bent. And then exhale, release back down to the mat. Curl the toes under, press up through down dog, come through tabletop first if you need to. In our down dog, we're going to move right away. So let's lift that right foot up off the mat. Right thigh comes up to hip height, flexing that right foot. Then we'll bend the right knee, draw it in towards our chest, shift our torso forward, shoulders over wrists, draw the right foot up to the top of the mat. Release that left knee down. Now inhale as you raise the arms up overhead. Come into your Anjaneyasana, crescent pose, holding for a half breath, drawing the tailbone down. Exhale, releasing the arms forward and down, shoulder width distance. Curl those left toes under, lift the knee up. And step the right foot back to meet the left foot. Knees down or up, shift the torso forward, bend the elbows, lower all the way to the mat. Top of the feet to the mat. Inhale, lift up into your cobra. Baby, half or full cobra. Either way, shoulders over wrists. And exhale, gently release. Curl the toes under. Lift up into your down dog. Come through tabletop first if you need. From here, let's lift our left leg up and back. Flexing the toes, make sure the knees and the toes still face down. Then we bend the left knee in towards our chest. Shift the torso forward, shoulders over wrists. Step the left foot to the top of the mat. Drop the right knee down. And on your inhale, lift the arms up, torso up, palms face each other. Keep sinking the hips down, but raising the torso up for a half breath. And now exhale, release the arms forward and down. Lifting that right knee up, stepping the right foot up to the top of the mat this time. Let's inhale back into our chair pose, bending the knees, arms forward, palms face each other. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to the shins, nice long spine, stay for a half breath. Exhale, rebend into your forward fold, let the arms and the head hang heavy. Then press down through your feet. Inhale, raise the arms out and up overhead, palms face each other, soften those shoulders down. And then exhale, hands down through center and down to the sides. All right, we'll repeat that. We'll ramp it up. One breath, one movement. We got it. Here we go. Inhale, raise the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Coming into our chair pose, knees bend, hips back, arms forward. And exhale, forward fold. Plant your palms down. Step your right foot back, step your left foot back, knees down or up, shift forward, and the elbows lower all the way to the mat. Uncurl the toes, inhale, lift up into your back bend. Exhale, gently release, curl the toes under, press up into your down dog, come through tabletop first if you need. Let's immediately raise that right leg up to the sky. Bend the right knee, shift your torso forward, step the right foot to the top of the mat. Left knee down, raise the arms forward and up, lift the torso up. Exhale, arms come forward and down. Step the right foot back. Knees down or up, shift forward, bend the elbows, lower all the way to the mat. Top of the feet to the mat. Inhale, lift up into your back bend. Exhale, rebend. Curl the toes under, press yourself back up into your down dog. Come through tabletop first if you need. Other side, lifting that left leg up. Bending the left knee in towards your chest. Send the left foot to the top of the mat. Right knee down. Inhale, raise the arms forward and up overhead. Exhale, arms come forward and down. This time step the right foot up. Lift up halfway, nice long spine. Exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Coming into our chair pose, knee bend, hips back, palms face each other, arms extend. Rebend into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale, forward fold, press your feet into the mat. Inhale, arms out and up overhead, palms face each other. Exhale, hands down through center and down to the sides. Final sequence here. Here we go. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Come into your chair pose, knee bends, hips back, arms forward, palms face each other. Exhale, rebend, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your palms back, step both feet back, knees down or up, shift the torso forward, bend the elbows, lower all the way. Uncurl the back toes. Inhale, lift up into your baby, full or half cobra. Exhale, release down, curling the toes under, lifting your hips up and back into your down dog, coming through tabletop first if you need. Let's lift that right leg up and back to hip height. Bend the right knee into your chest, step it up to the top of the mat. Leave the left knee up or down, and lift the arms up overhead. Torso lifts. Exhale, releasing the arms right back down. Send the right foot to meet the back foot. Knees down or up, shift the torso forward, bend the elbows, lower all the way. Inhale into your back bend of choice. Exhale, release the forehead now. Curl the toes under, press up through your down dog. Come through tabletop first if you need. Now lift that left leg up. Bend the left knee in towards your chest. Send the left foot up to the top of the mat. Right knee is up or down as you raise the right arm, both arms up overhead. Torso lifts. Exhale, release the arms forward and back down. This time, step the right foot up to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift into your chair pose. Bend the knees, hips back, arms forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to the shins, nice long spine. And exhale, forward fold. Coming back up to stand, inhale, arms out and up overhead. Exhale, hands down through center and down to your sides. Whew. All right, just take a minute or two to catch your breath here. All right, and meet me back on your mat. Coming back into a wide-legged stance. We'll begin to slow down a little bit. We still got a little bit of practice left, but we got through the movement portion, so definitely be proud of yourself for getting through that. So we're starting in a wide-legged stance. Now this time, bring your heels in together and your toes face out. So we're in a 45-degree angle. Now bring your hands to your hips, bend your knees, and we'll sit down into our goddess legs. Now let's just shift left and right, beginning to straighten one leg, straighten the other. Just shifting back and forth at your pace. Keep trying to draw that tailbone down. It's easy to arch the back and send your navel forward, so try and hug that navel back and draw that tailbone down. Now we'll add the arms. So extend both arms out, shoulders height. Bend the elbows, palms face forward to our field goal post. Draw the backs of our shoulders together. Keep moving from side to side. Okay, so maybe we're not quite done with our movement portion. We're still moving here. And keep drawing that tailbone down. Shoulder blades together. And come back to center with the knees bent. We're staying here for a couple breaths. You have the option to press down through your toes and lift your heels up off the mat. Requires a little bit more balance. Don't worry if you fall out of it. You can come right back into it, or you can just stay down with your heels. We're here for 3 nice, long, deep breaths. Taking your time here. Keeping those elbows up. Don't let them fall down. 2 more deep breaths here. 1 more breath wherever you are. Exhale, release the heels, straighten the legs, release the arms down to your hips. All right, let's come back to the ground. So heel toe your feet back together. Come back down to the ground. Let's meet in child's pose. So we have our knees down, tops of the feet to the mat, big toes to touch. You can either have your knees together or your knees wide, whatever child's pose you prefer. Just send your hips back toward your heels. Release your forehead to the mat. Arms extend out, palms face down. Just start to take some nice, slow, deep breaths here. Take one more nice deep breath. Now begin to lift your hips up off your heels. And we'll come back, walking our hands back towards our knees. Bring your knees together, and we'll send your hips back on your heels, but this time with the torso up. If this is too uncomfortable for you, if you like to curl your toes under, you can do that. And if just sitting with the tops of the feet down is just too much, you want to sit cross-legged, you can do that as well. We're just going to work out the wrist a little bit here. So, wherever you are in your nice comfortable seat, bring the backs of your hands together. Let's gently start to make rotations in one direction. The idea here is you want to try to keep those wrists touching the entire time here. I don't really know what to call these other than wrist rotations of some sort. But they do feel good, and it's good to give our wrists some attention. All right, let's begin to slow. Let's move opposite direction. Coming back to stillness. And release your hands back to the center and down to the sides. All right, so if you're too uncomfortable to keep sitting on your heels, you can come to a cross-legged seat. If you want to uncurl your toes, just need to be in a comfortable seat. We'll out our Gomukhasana arms, just opening up the shoulders a little bit here. We should be nice and loose. So whatever comfortable seat you're in, let's extend both arms out, palms face down, arms are shoulder height. With the right arm, we'll externally rotate it so the right palm faces up. Raise the right arm up to the sky and bend the right elbow so your palm rests on the back of your neck. We'll do the opposite with our left arm. Internally rotate, thumb down, pinky up. Bend the right elbow, place the back of that, bend the left elbow, place the back of the left hand to the low back. Now, once you have this, you can stay here. If you'd like, you can try to clasp your fingers together. Or if you have a towel or a strap, you can place that in between both hands. You can even just grab your shirt that you're wearing to do that. Either way, most likely your stomach is starting to puff out. So mine always comes out like this. So keep drawing that navel in and back, releasing the tailbone down. Try to breathe into those back ribs. Draw the right shoulder up towards the ceiling, left shoulder down towards the mat. Stay for one more breath wherever you are. And exhale, gently release. Extend both arms out. Shoulder height. We'll switch to the opposite direction this time. So this time we'll externally rotate the left arm, left palm faces up. Inhale as we bring the arm up overhead. And then bend the left elbow, palm rest on the back of the neck. Internally rotate that right arm, thumb down, pinky up. Bend that right elbow, place the back of the right hand to the low back. So again, if this is enough for you, just stay here. Otherwise, you can try and walk the fingers together. Note that one side may feel a lot more different than the other. Either clasp fingers together. If you have a strap, a towel, anything like that, you can place them in between your hands, or you can just grab your shirt if you'd like. You're going to try to soften that navel in and back. Breathe into the back ribs. Keep drawing that right elbow down, left elbow up towards the ceiling. Stay for 2 more breaths wherever you are. One more nice, long, deep breath. And exhale, gently release the arms out to the side and release them down to the mat. Now send your legs off to the side wherever you are, if they were crossed or if you're on your knees, and come to a seat with your legs out in front of you. With your legs out in front of you, hips width distance, knees slightly bent. Let's bend the right knee in towards our chest. You have the option to either keep your right foot on the inside of that left knee, or you can place the right foot to the outside of that left knee. Just keep that left foot flexed. You can have a slight bend in this left knee. We'll add a closed twist here. So we'll release the right arm behind us, come up on those fingertips. Raise the left arm up to the sky. Inhale as you lengthen. And exhale as you twist to the right. Maybe you release that right elbow to the outside of that left knee. So again, this is where breathing is really important, especially in this closed twist. we're really collapsing everything in our torso area. And so by inhaling, we lengthen, creating that space in our spine. Exhale, we use that space to twist maybe a little bit deeper. So we inhale as we lengthen. Exhale, twist. Keep flexing that left foot and press that right big toe into the mat. Maybe you soften your right fingertips a little bit. If you could lift those right fingertips off the mat. Staying for 2 more long, deep breaths here. Keep drawing that right shoulder back. Maybe you turn your neck to look over those right shoulder. 1 more breath here. And exhale as you gently release everything. Re-extend both legs out, turn back to center, and we'll switch to the other side. So start with the knees slightly bent. Bend the left knee in towards your chest. You have the option, keep that left foot to the inside or the outside of that right knee. Now release the left arm behind you, left fingertips to the mat. Inhale as you raise the right arm up to the sky. And exhale, use that length to twist over the left side. Maybe you release the right elbow to the outside of that left knee. Keep flexing that right foot, pressing that left big toe into the mat. Remember, inhale as you lengthen, create length in the spine. Use that length as you exhale to twist, maybe go a little bit further. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Keep looking. Maybe you turn your neck to look over that left shoulder. 2 more breaths here. Again, if you had to, you could bring those left fingertips off the mat. 1 more nice deep breath here. And exhale, gently release back to center. Release both arms out to the sides. Extend both legs forward. Bend the knees. Shift the hips forward. We'll roll onto our backs. You have the option to clasp behind your thighs, clasp on top of your shins, or the biggest challenge, arms are forward, palms face up. So try to hug your knees in toward each other and roll down onto your back as slowly as you can. Nice and controlled. Maybe it was controlled, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But we all made it here. Okay. So once you're on your back, just walk your feet back underneath so that your heels are underneath your knees and your feet and your heels are hips width distance. Now we'll add a variation of our bridge pose here. So draw the right knee in towards the chest. Open the right knee out to the side. Place the outer edge of the right knee on top of the, outer edge of the right ankle on top of the left knee. Now release both palms down to the ground. Press down through that left foot, and on your inhale, raise the hips up, pelvis up, chest up into your modified bridge pose. Keep pressing that left foot down and try to draw the right thigh away from your body. Stay for 1 more breath here. Exhale, gently release from the top of the spine. Low back is the last to arrive. Now keep this. And you can draw the left foot off the mat. Maybe you wrap both hands around that left thigh, or maybe you wrap both hands around the left shin. Either way, keep the shoulders rooted on the mat. If neither of those options work for you, just keep that foot down and keep drawing the right thigh away from your body. Just stay for 1 more breath. And exhale, gently release that left foot. Release the right foot to meet the left, and we'll switch to the other side. So now we'll draw the left knee in, open that left knee out to the side, left ankle on the right knee. Release both palms down. Press that right foot into the mat. Make sure that ankle is underneath the knee. And on your inhale, lift your hips up, pelvis up, chest up into your bridge pose. Keep pressing those shoulders down, drawing the left thigh away from your body. Maybe lift up a little bit higher, staying for 1 more breath. Exhale, gently release from the top of the spine. Low back, last to arrive. Release that left foot off. Oh, I'm sorry, keep it there. We have 1 more stretch here. Now you have the option to just stay here. You can clasp your hands behind your thigh or behind your shin. Either way, try to keep your shoulders rooted. So if you're coming off your mat to try and get your shin, I'd rather you have your shoulders down, just grab behind your thigh. One more breath here. Exhale, gently release that right foot down. Release the left foot to meet the right foot. Let both knees fall in to touch. Heel toe the feet out to the width of the mat. So knees touch, feet wide. And gently start to rock your knees from side to side. Just let them fall side to side. The next time both knees fall off to the left side, you can keep them there. Extend both arms out shoulder height, either to a T or a field goal pose, with the palms facing up. You have the option to place the outside of that left ankle on top of the right knee, just to deepen the stretch a little bit here. And then last option, turn your neck to look over those right fingertips. Staying for just 2 breaths here. One more breath. Now release the ankle from on top of the knee if you have it. Bring both knees back into center with the knees touching, and then let the knees fall off to the right side this time. Same option if you'd like. Place the outside of the right knee on top, the right ankle on top of the left knee. Gives you a little bit more of a deeper stretch in that left side thigh. And last option, with your arms out, palms face up, you can turn your neck to look over those left fingertips. Let's stay for 2 breaths here. And gently release the ankle from the knee. Bring both knees back to center, release the knees. Draw both knees in towards your chest, wrap your hands around your shins. Draw the back of your head and your shoulder off the mat. Give a nice full body squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Take an inhale. And exhale, release. Extend both legs out. Extend both arms overhead. Point the toes, extend the fingers away from the body. And one last full body stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And release. Arms down to the side. Palms face up. Let the knees and the feet fall out to the side. Coming into our final pose of the practice, our Shavasana pose. Allow this time to release any last little bit of tension you may have in your body. Your hips and your shoulders be nice and heavy into the mat. Release a little bit of tension, maybe in your toes. Releasing your bottom jaw from your top. Your mouth may slightly part. Release any tension in the eyes and the brow. Let your eyes soften or your gaze can close completely as you finally release any last little bit of control you have over the breath. Just be. and just begin to bring some awareness back into your body. Maybe you wiggle your fingers and your toes. You can rotate your wrists and your ankles. Switch directions in those rotations. And then come back to stillness for one last breath on your back. Now gently begin to bend your knees as you roll over to one side of your body. Let your top arm rest on your bottom, top knee rest on your bottom knee. Stay for a breath here on your side. Now try to keep your eyes softened or your gaze closed as you use your top arm to press yourself up to a comfortable cross-legged seat to complete your practice today. Once you're in your comfortable seat, you can rest your palms on top of your knees. Palms can face up, or bring your hands into the center of your chest. Let's all take a nice deep inhale in together. Through the mouth, exhale. Thank you all for joining me for practice today. The light and love in me acknowledges and honors the light and love in each one of you. Thank you. Peace. All right. Thank you all so much for joining me in practice. Definitely very movement heavy today. So if you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you thought it was too much, too little, I'd love to hear any feedback. I always appreciate the comments you guys give me. Thank you all so much for joining me. Oh, Diana, thank you. Good to see you again back on the chat. Glad you're able to make class today. But yes, our next class will be Friday at 7 p.m. That will be a level 2. Even more movement in that class, if you could ever believe it. Here's Coney helping to sign off, give a nice little stretch. Just want to thank you all again so much. If you ever have any questions or comments, you can leave them in the chat, the comments for the video, in the description. Oh, hi, Nicole. Yes, yeah. I'm not sure if Oliver was by. That's right. He was up at the top of the mat earlier, getting in the way, as he typically does. They're all saying hi to you, Coney. But yeah, if you have any feedback or questions, always can let me know. If you'd like to donate, that link to the description link to donate is in the video description. That'll always be there. And yeah, I think that's it. So I will see you all next time in class. 7 p.m. Friday Eastern will be our level 2 class. So until then, have a great rest of the week. Again, my name is Daniel with Daniel Lee Yoga. Thank you so much. Peace.